Greetings and salutations, good citizens. This is Laz. Welcome back to the Fright Club, your one-stop shop for all things horror. All right. Huh. So now what this video is going to be is, over the holidays, I got some stuff. I got a lot of books and some other goodies. So I want to share it with you guys what I got on the holidays for my holiday haul, so to speak. I'm sure you can read the title. But before I do that, well, help out the channel, hit like, comment, subscribe. And also, if you want to support the channel, if you're able to, click on go to the Patreon, patreon.com/NJ Yeah, sounds about right. And for as little as $3, you can help the channel. Even again, little as $3, you get all episodes 3 days early. And also, you get to help support the channel. Help me keep us going, improve it where we can. So yeah, it'd be great. So without all that out of the way, all that fodderall. Okay, so again, got me a lot of stuff. First, I'm going to show you what I got for Christmas. 1 second. So, didn't get a lot, but that is not a complaint, by the way. Not even close. It was, I got some cool stuff. From my roommate, Brian, I got, 1 second. He got me this, Conan Blood of the Serpent, the first official Conan book. Oh God, I don't know how long, but a while. I will be doing a review of this as soon as I'm finished it. For those who don't know, I am a giant fan of Conan. Love Conan. He's tied with Superman and Mike Hammer as my all-time favorite fictional character. I love it. This book has been pretty good so far, but it's great. It's from Titan Publishing. I know it's on the Amazons right now. It says it's for sale at Barnes & Noble, but it has to be only online because I've never seen this at any Barnes & Noble store. But I highly recommend it. If you like the Conan, if you like down and dirty sword and sorcery fantasy books, you gotta go with Conan. I'm not a giant Lord of the Rings fan. I know that's gonna get me killed, but I'm not. It's just not my type of fantasy. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just not mine. Conan is my type of sword and sorcery. I love it. Okay, so I got that. Now for my best friend Lacey, I got. Excuse me for a second, cause. So you talk amongst yourself when I'm doing this. Grape nuts are neither grapes nor nuts. Discuss. Okay, so over here. She got me this Nightmare on Elm Street shirt, which I love. Love the fact that it's got Japanese print on it. I love it. I love all this really neat stuff. Like really neat non-American, yeah, like international stuff. Like I got a, oh, I forgot that. I got more stuff. I'm not pausing it. Screw it. I'll get into that in a second. But now with Lacey, I got something else. Lacey and her boyfriend / future husband, the future Mr. I'm not gonna. Nope, never mind. I don't want to dox him. But her boyfriend Alan, they got me this, and because according to Alan, it was because he was watching one of our death streams, and he was like, the sound kept going in and out, and when Lacey was like, oh, I don't know what to get Mike, and he was just like, get him a microphone. So they got me this, which I'm very appreciative of, and I love it. And I've never got any complaints about my sound quality going in and out. Especially with the last one, no one said anything. So I love it. It's absolutely awesome. And also, I got this guy during the holidays, which, by the way, because I was working at FYE, and I was on break, and I had to go to the little boys' room, and I'm in there, and I'm just going online, and I'm finding stuff on sale. I'm like, as we all know, is dangerous. But I got this. I went to the website, which I got. I wish the Lord I can remember what it was called. Oh, I'm terrible at this. But I'll leave a link down. I'll leave a link in the comments section. But I got this, and it's a print of the Japanese poster for the first Halloween movie. And I'm sorry, that is badass. That is some bad mamma jamma. Still have to get a frame to hang it up, but I love it. As soon as I saw it, I was like, yes! You know? And I also got I redid my subscription to Fangoria because they were having a sale. So I figured, why the hell not? Speaking of sales, Barnes & Noble was suddenly one day decided they're going to do a sale where 50% off of every single hardback book. And sad thing is, at the beginning of the sale, I was at the Barnes & Noble in Marlton, New Jersey, and I saw the sign, and for some reason it didn't click. I don't know why. So when I was at the Deptford one, it was like their last day of doing it, and there's a giant line. I was like, why is there a line? And then, oh, crap. Okay. So, and I missed out on a lot of stuff, but I did pick up one thing. I picked up Clive Barker's Dark Worlds, and this is basically like it goes through everything that Clive Barker has ever had in all of his books, every movie he took a part in, like Hellraiser, Lord of Illusions, Nightbreed, Candyman, everything. And it has artwork in here. This, if you're a Clive Barker fan, this is a must-have. This is a beast, and it's so well that you can see. I'm still reading it, but oh, so good. It has so much stuff in there. So I was very, very. I was like, yes! Only paid $25 for it. I'm like, yeah. But that bad boy I know is on Amazon right now. I'll leave a link down below. And because again, ooh, so good. And then since I sell on Mercari, I had credits that I could use, and I did. And I bought a lot of stuff off of Mercari and eBay. I don't know which one's which, but I got me a giant stack of Conan books. All right. I got Conan, Scourge of the Bloody Coast. I got Conan of Samaria, which is part of the Lancer books set. This is numero dos. I got Conan the Formidable. Love these covers. Absolutely love them. And I got Conan the Valorious. That's badass covers. And of course, Conan the Defender. And a book I've wanted because I kept hearing really good things about it. Like it kept showing up on like different feeds or different, articles about, best Conan books, what have you. And I got Conan, Road of Kings. Very excited to read this. Also got okay, that was okay. I got Conan the Freelance, and at a bookstore called, hold on, do I have the, yes I did, Second Time Books, I picked up Conan the Adventurer, as well as Alfred Hitchcock Presents 13 more stories they wouldn't let me do on TV. Now again, the Second Time Books, it's in New Jersey. Don't ask me what city. Actually, no. Hold on. I can tell you. It's in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. Really cool store. Really neat store. Not a whole lot in the horror books, unfortunately. Like, they have Stephen King, Dean Koontz. They have like a lot of the, big time authors, but I always have to go in and look for, like when it comes to me shopping for books, especially horror books, I want the ones that aren't, big time, that aren't well known. Like I like to go for the, I almost said Rudy J. Jemison. Like, no, that's not right. That's a singer. But like I want to go for the William J. Johnstones, the just gonna say Willie's Age. He's the only one that's popping in my head right now. But again, I like the really, the pulpy 80s horror. I love those. Cheesier the better, I always say. So yeah, so I always go for those and not the big one. Now, granted, I got quite a few I got a whole lot of Stephen King. So I'm not saying I'm too much of a hipster to not get Stephen King. And so, also, speaking of Target, on my last day, I saw that Target was having a clearance sale, and they were doing like half off of a certain stuff. So I walked in and I saw Masters of Universe Revelation Trapjaw. Now, yes, I hate Revelations, as most fans of He-Man did, but I won't lie to you, this is a badass figure. I'm very looking forward to opening it up, and I will do so in an episode. But he will not be alone to be opened up. He will also be opening up with Hordak from She-Ra Princess of Power. They do pretty much a cartoon accurate version, color scheme and such. Very excited to open him up. I wasn't even planning on getting him, really. When it comes to my He-Man figures I plan on picking up, he wasn't on my list. Like, I was looking for Trapjaw, the Revelations Triclops, which I think looks really cool. And he was my favorite part of the damn cartoon. And like any of the stuff from the new Eternia line. There's a lot of stuff there I'm really looking forward to. Especially the badass looking Beastman figure. So he wasn't on my list, but I was like, oof, $8? Yes, please. I do regret not picking up She-Ra when I had a chance, but it is what it is. And now, the last bit of books, it was from Hamilton Book Trader in Hamilton, New Jersey. Again, really good store, really cool store, lots of paperbacks. Not so much in the horror, but lots of sci-fi, lots of fantasy, a whole bunch of romance ones. If you're into the romance books. If you are, awesome. When I was in the hospital, I was looking for something to read, and I went to the front desk, and the only thing they had was a National Geographic book magazine, which I took, and a Harlequin intrigue book. I'm like, oh, it's a romance book. I was in my room, and I went, you know what? I burned through the National Geographic, and I grabbed it, and again, it wasn't like but it was more like it's a spy novel, basically. But it had romantic elements in it. It was kind of like a spy movie if it was made by Lifetime. But it was pretty good. Like, it wasn't great. It wasn't like one of those, oh my God, this is tremendous. But it was pretty good. And of course, they were like, oh, follow the adventures of this guy. And I'm like, oh crap, there's more of them. But unfortunately for me, I can't remember what the hell it was called. So, kind of screwed. And yes, I was thinking about buying the continuation. Don't judge me. Anyways, but I got some books. What I got were, hold on, I found one Conan book. They only had two, and the one they had already owned. I'm like, oh, but I found an Age of Conan book. It was Age of Conan, Venom of Luxor, and apparently this is a first in a trilogy starring Anok, Heretic of Stygia. And I was like, ooh, all right, because it was funny. I remember when these were released, I didn't much care at the time. I was like, it's not Conan. It's set in the Conan world, but Conan's not in the son of a bitch. But I grow up, and I was, and now I'm like, you know what? There's more. Now there's stories, set in Conan's time without Conan, but some other adventures. Cool. So of course, now I can't find them, or if I do find them, they're really expensive. And I got, hold on. I got more in here. I did get two horror books. I got Disturb Not the Dream by Paula Trackman. And this sounds like a fun time. I'll read you the back. A 5-year-old screams in her sleep. A bloodied man hovers over a nubile teenage girl. A mysterious beauty makes love to a ripe teenage boy. And a family must face the terrifying truth that ties them to a horrifying past and leads them towards a blood-curdling future. Sounds like a good time. Sounds like a good read, which I'm very excited to read it. And also, there is a YouTube channel that I follow called Library Macabre, and in it, the host, whose name I can't remember, and I feel bad because he says it in every episode, but he goes like he's a horror book collector, especially used paperbacks. Man after my own heart. But in one of his episodes, he talked about a teenage horror series called Point Horror, which I had never heard of. But he was like, "Oh, I'm like, oh, that sounds pretty cool, actually," because I love teenage horror books. Like Christopher Pike, when I discovered him, I was like, "Oh, this is pretty cool." R.L. Stine, like his Fear Street, I didn't quite get into it, but I only read one, and the one I read was it was basically about chicks who are having bad dreams. It was called Bad Dreams. And you're thinking, oh, like every time someone, I'm not going to ruin it, but it was one of those, it's like Nerf horror. I didn't quite enjoy it. Whereas Christopher Pike was gory for more than I expected for a teenage book. But back to Point Horror, I was able to find an anthology called 13. 13 Tales of Horror by Masters of Horror. I know Christopher Pike's in here, as is R.L. Stine, and a bunch of other people who I don't know, but I'm really looking forward to picking it up. I will dig deep into this one eventually. And then I found, okay, a series of books titled Long Arm. Now, these books are, male fiction. They're written for dudes, which I know that's shocking in today's day and age, that there are actually products that are written or whatever, and they're intended just for guys. But they were, and this is basically Cinemax. They're like Cinemax Westerns. First one was Long Arm and the Hostage Woman. Then I got Long Arm and the Double Barrel Blowout. Love these covers. Then I also got Long Arm and the Rebel Executioner. Now, I've never read the Long Arm series. I read a bunch of books they're called Spur. Same concept though. Get a character who's kind of a badass in the West, and he goes in, shoots up the joint, what have you. Like, there's a villain, whatever. There's usually a damsel. I don't know if she's always in distress. There was the one Spur novel I read, which I still find hilarious. It was the chick in it. She had just been attacked by like 3 dudes, and Spur came in and shot them all. Then he takes her away, like they're running, and then 6 hours later, if that, she's like, "Well, you know what? Spur is so manly. We're gonna have sex." I'm like, wait, it's been 6 hours. The hell? And they're done. And the next morning, she wakes up, and the line is, in the book, it is, her hand was wrapped around his limp, fallen warrior. And I just started laughing my ass off. I'm at work reading it, and all they hear is me in box office at the theater just laughing my ass off, because I'm like, what? But no, that's the kind of stuff I look forward to. It's cheesy, quick reads, awesome. So yeah, that's everything I got for Christmas, for the holidays. And I thank you if you've made it this long. Bless you, good citizen, because damn, this is going longer than I anticipated. Which, yeah, that's what she said, exactly. But I shall leave you adieu. And I know someone's like, but wait, Laz, your shirt's the same. And also, are you Laz here? Yeah, 1, I'm Laz here, yes. And 2, I filmed it the same night. Shut up. But, to each their own. I hope you have a great day. I hope you had an amazing Christmas or any other holiday. And I hope you spend it with family and friends. And you're all safe. But until next time, peace with you. Catch you on the flip side. And good journey.